Site, and Liaz being the first victim. The fight ensuing in middle, and Azur continuing what form he's as shown here in the tournament thus far. And very much worthy of noting that the Renegades have made quite the name for themselves here in Katowice, but it does look like the A hit is on now for the Renegades. And leading that charge is going to be Gratisfaction and Jacob. Getting this bomb would be a success all on its own. Planning it is another story. But that peak there is going to not prove to hold any results. JKS finding one, Azur with another. And this one has, in fact, gone in the way of Renegades. Device on 1 HP. Not a whole lot he can do in this situation except for get the hell out of Dodge, Sean.
Yeah, and they mentioned it on the desk, but Renegades has had a tremendous amount of success in the early game of all of their matches so far, either winning the pistol or the second round force-up. Here they come out with yet another innovative pistol. The smoke coming through the palace to block off jungle. The smoke, the plant going 4 CT with a player guarding him with a P250. Very well thought out round right there from the Renegades. Yeah, and
they almost made it look easy, and it looks like they want to take these or at least this little bit of armor here from Device are going to do just that. In fact, all members of Astralis falling. You can see Kassad there.
Astralis with their famous top mid smoke aggression right here. 3 Astralis members fighting for mid.
Oh man. Yeah, it's all gone wrong there in the beginning stages of this round. They're just picking them apart piece by piece. JKS getting 1, finding 2, finding a 3rd. Big kills there. Not going to be enough, but it does hold them in the round just a little bit longer. Gratisfaction with the ump. Finding himself in top middle, having traded that out for the AK. Does have just a little bit of utility to work with, but minus 60 health. And now splitting between Device and Dupree. He's going to have to work on some sound cueing here in a second. Device working himself up towards that A ramp. It's going to prove to put himself in this weird angle that maybe Gratisfaction can't smell out, but he does. In fact, the first contact is there. A little bit of damage on both sides. A little bit more damage to Gratisfaction. And in fact, Device has laid down. Yep, Zipex here. Going to go ahead and try to reinforce what is Astralis finding 1. Can he find a 2nd? He does indeed. Looks for a 3rd, but they're a little timid to come out of smoke. And he grabs a 3rd, a 4th. Can he grab the ace? Just finish him off. Do it. You know you want to, Zipex. Can't find the spam through the smoke. It's going to be Gratisfaction. Dupree stealing it. Set up there and sandwich, but yes, you're right. JKS needs to find that frag. In fact, Gratisfaction will be the one that does find it. First and foremost in the round, now turning in the way of the Renegades. The bomb will be planted. It'll be JKS, Gratisfaction, and Liaz to defend this plant. Zipex trying to get sneaky, does find the kill on the Liaz, but he will be cut down by the AWP of Gratisfaction. Now Dupree. Well, you're about to get the peek there. Magisk finding 1.
He did spot the bomb, though, so you're going to see a heavy rotate coming out of Astralis right now. All 4 players running towards this A site.
That's right. They're all going to be rotating in now. This is not going to get any easier as the seconds pass by. Renegades here in a 3v4. Azur taking quite a bit of damage, 3 HP. They're getting picked apart here before they can even cross into the site. Jacob, not a thing to be done for you there, as another buy around on the board goes dismally for the Renegades. Now, you want to talk about touchdown passes. The John Elway of the server is here, but not in this round. So far, Dupree has been eliminated in the pistol round. That's very B-sided here for the Astralis T side. Trying to get their way out of halls, but they're finding pretty stiff resistance here. Gratisfaction with 2 huge kills, 3, and JKS with the cleanup. First shot coming out there from Gratisfaction, finds a 2nd as well. He's going to prove to be that turret here with the AWP. He's got his work ahead of him, though. They have stopped. Astralis has sort of stalled out in this moment and trying to wait and see if perhaps Renegades give up a pick. And that does not prove to be the case. Jacob coming alive with the AUG, and Device finally eliminating him from the round. But when there's AUGs alive, like so, and JKS using it to his advantage, Jacob getting the last. They're going to be walking out onto this A site, and perhaps Jacob can peek the planter right now. Would have been perfect timing, just a little too late. However, the bomb does go down. Now Jacob, Gratisfaction, and Liaz trying to keep Astralis from grabbing tie point. 15th round on the board. Trying to get some kills from a distance at first. Looks like they do want to kind of close on this. They do have the money to play with. Jacob making things possible. 3v3 right now. The retake is on. Jacob pushing all the way out on the site. He's going to get swung by Glaive. Glaive can't do anything. There's nothing that can be done here. Magisk now all on his lonesome. 46 HP. AK in his hand. But that bomb is ticking ever so fast. Finds one Liaz with the frag. And he's going to get on it. And that, my friends, is going to be a defuse. And an 11th round on the board for the Renegades. Cutting it close. But, well, for what it's worth, we do have a little bit of a stalling here now. Dupree worked his way up catwalk. finding the kill on Azure in the back, and the immediate response from Liaz there is crucial. Very big kill for Liaz to stay alive. And that op battle was quite awkward. Unfortunately, it would appear as though Device has gotten the better of Gratisfaction. Now Liaz really out in the open, and this has started to crumble in the way of Astralis. You do hate to see it.
Oh.
Jacob ringing the alarms there in the back lines, and I think he has a hint that Glaive is going to be waiting in the TV room.
He has the bomb, though, so he has to run.
This has all really gotten weird, and what is now absolutely no ground held, or gained, I should say, there. Until now, Device and Glaive finding frags, trying to even things up. 12 HP on the Glaive, and the Molotov being thrown there onto the catwalk and the archway. This hit's kind of stalled. They know that if they go for the plant now, they know if they try to move a little bit this, there, and the other, it's going to be punished. Sort of like that, Device finding a miraculous kill. And in fact, it's Jacob to take down Glaive. Device left in jail all by himself. And Jacob, aggression and push, but they're going to go through it this time. That's going to be a much different play and a much different look from the Renegades. Finding two is Azure. And Dupree waiting for this smoke to fade here in middle. Looks for one, does in fact land it on the Gratisfaction before he's planted against the wall by Dupree. Excuse me, Liaz. This is going to be a real awkward exchange here. Smokes, radars, none of that in the play today because Azure coming out on top with his third big kill in the round. Device with the AWP by himself at the A bomb site. It's a no-brainer. The Renegades have elected to go towards B. They will be getting the plant down, and well, this is where things get weird.
Can you believe it, Trace?
No.
They have two chances now to win this game. Renegades have Astralis against the ropes. They're going to have 18 rounds. Device will carry this AWP into the next round, and yes, Astralis will have a fantastic buy because this is overtime and they have this strong economy.
But the cushion's gone.
But the cushion is gone, exactly.
What appears, though, maybe Liaz just barely skated by, but all of this damage, and well, they've read it to perfection. JKS with the peak of a lifetime on the Device, punishing him. But for what it's worth, that will be absolutely fruitless unless Liaz can really do something special here. He finds two and down to 12 HP. He does have an AK and 20 seconds to work with. He doesn't know where that second player is. He's already spotted one there on the ramp, having to go for the bomb. That time ticking down ever so preciously. He doesn't know that they're both there. He's going to have to stick this plant. It's going to be a real awkward sort of exchange, and finds the first kill. Not going to be enough time for him to plant. He's going to have to concede the round. They don't want to put all their eggs in the basket thus far. Magisk falls. Another player falls in Glaive. Now the Renegades on the cusp, looking to close this one out. It's going to be Dupree with the reply. The bomb will be planted there. The Renegades can taste the round. The Renegades know how close they are, and it's now all come down to Zipex. AUG in hand, kit in hand, with the smoke on the catwalk area. My goodness, nothing can be done. And the Renegades have upset Astralis in map 1 of this series, taking them to overtime, 19-17 your score.